So, now it works, yeah, okay, great. Hi everyone. So I have only 10 minutes to, well, show you a couple of key challenges. Okay, so quick intro without any slide, but yeah, thank you very much. Is it working? Yes, it does. But that's a PDF, so that will not help. Okay. All right. As you can see, the format is not the best, but so the point of my presentation in 10 minutes is just to show you that, well, we talk a lot about blockchain implementation in general. Reality is that it's challenging to implement blockchain application. And so we want to cover with this presentation the classic pitfalls, classic issues that people usually have when implementing blockchain, and how to avoid them by presenting you a platform approach and another way to implement blockchain and the thing you should think about when implementing a blockchain application. So, yeah, so the first slide, kind of, that you can see here is mentioning that today a lot of blockchain application development fail, and that's a reality. So first of all, you need to think about a potential use case. Then companies in general ask for a business case. So what's the value for them? What's in it for them? And then only some of the use cases, after creating some value, go to production. The reality is that only 14% of those blockchain application projects make it to production. So it's only just a small part of it that make it to production because no value creation or because of different challenges. What are those challenges? So we listed 3 here. One, you have, well, you probably all know that finding blockchain developer is tough. There are difficult resources to find. They are expensive. So yeah, so you need to fight for them. And even when you find them, they tend to leave or they tend to go create their own company. Second big pitfalls is the integration, right? Especially in a corporate concept or in a company environment. They already have existing tools, websites, application. Some things need to go on-chain, others need to go off-chain. So at some point, you need to integrate and decide how you're going to integrate those different tools. And the third one is scalability, so the ability to invite different members. Well, blockchain is a team sport, so if you're not able to invite different members and to set up your infrastructure, your project is at risk and tends to fail. So here, we want to propose a new approach and show you different steps and what you need to think of when implementing blockchain. Okay, so we talked about challenges in less than 2 minutes, so I'm on track. Well, the idea here, what we want to propose is more like a low-code platform approach, where in a couple of clicks, you can easily set up an infrastructure, have some smart contract templates, have a middleware, have some integration tools that are ready to be implemented. And basically, this will allow you to think more about the business case and the value creation that blockchain can offer, rather than the how to build. Okay. So yeah, so this is what Settlement is about. So that's the company we're working for. It's a high-performance, low-code blockchain platforms with different tools to start building your application much faster and in thinking about all the pitfalls that I mentioned and helping you to avoid those pitfalls. Type of use cases that can be built. Well, you have, of course, all subject around tracking and tracing. That's one. And you can also do a link with what my colleagues were talking about before, right? The ESG aspect, so knowing where the different goods come from. Also making sure that, you shorten the production cycle and you have less carbon emission through that. So you can relate that to that sustainability topic too. You have the metaverse aspect, so that's a big word where blockchain can also be used. You have the NFT aspects, you have the asset tokenization aspect. So a bunch of use cases that can create value for companies in general using blockchain. Now, concretely speaking, what are the steps to implement a blockchain project? Well, first, you have, of course, to think about what do you want to create and really to think what is the business value I want to create using this particular application. Second thing is, as I said, the idea is to have an infrastructure, a smart contract template, a middleware. And the idea here is that with a local platform, you're able to manage that in a couple of minutes, hours, depending on the complexity that you want to handle. But again, focusing on building the business case and integrating with other tools. So just to show you a couple of things. It doesn't work anymore. Yeah, great. So yeah, here, for those who are thinking about building a blockchain application and are looking for ways, concrete way to do it, first, as I said, you will have to select a protocol, right, on what you're going to build at, right? So you need to select a EVM-based protocol, or a protocol you're going to build your blockchain application on. You need to think about hosting. Are you going to host that, right? So is it going to be on a cloud version, on-premise? Are you going to bring your own cloud? Where are you going to put this infrastructure elements? Then you have to think, of course, about smart contracts. So here, what we tend to propose are smart contract templates for different use cases, from supply chain finance, NFTs, with, I would say, a good structure, a good base of best practices of different use cases that you can select and then modify the way you want to make sure that your blockchain application is up and running in a couple of minutes. So rather than starting from scratch, you start with something that is already has been proved, tested, and is a best practice for a specific use case. Then, of course, you need to think about integration, right? So with existing tools. Yeah, this thing is really not working. Nope. Anyway, I think anyway I'll do it without the slide. But you have the integration parts. So as I said, you need to integrate to an application, to a website, to pretty much anything that you need to integrate with your existing infrastructure. And here again, there are some around 3,500 APIs that are ready to be connected with a CRM, an ERP, a website, an application. So those are ready, pre-built things that you can reuse in a corporate, in a company environment. And last but not least, you have the possibility to click and deploy and scale your infrastructure with inviting members, allowing them with access rights, and defining what they will do in your blockchain environments. So those are concrete steps to build your blockchain app and to think really about the value you can bring without the hassle of, and the pitfalls that I mentioned earlier. So the development aspect, the scalability, and the integration parts. So you can see a couple of references and use cases that are already existing. So this is also to tell you that, blockchain is already a reality. So it's not something, of course, you're here, you see a bit the ecosystem that continues to grow. Reality is that a lot of references are already doing a lot of things on blockchain in banking and capital markets. You see some of the big names there, OCBC, ISDB, KBC, so those are banks that are already doing some kind of asset tokenization projects. Then you have supply chain and manufacturing, where you can track and trace where things are coming from, or what are the different steps to produce a certain product. Here we're talking big references to Carrefour, ABMF. Those are where you can track beer, or you can track meat, or you can track where products are coming from. And then you see also initiatives into data monetization, public sector, NFTs in a corporate concept. So there are a bunch of topics that you can explore with one single platform. I think it's just slow and loading. I just wanted to show you again and to go a bit deeper into the couple of use cases and business cases, if this will move. All right. Okay. But anyway, I think for the last minutes, just maybe we'll conclude with a bit like the point of this pitch. As I said, the first thing was, one, when you think about blockchain concept, I think you have a lot of proof of concept happening, but think about really the business case, the business value that this can create for your company. Okay, so there are people that are busy doing that with an ecosystem of consulting partners, an ecosystem of developers that can also develop for you, and also with a tool that will allow you to simply position and infrastructure and have all the elements, all the tools that you would need to deploy in a fast way and either succeed or fail rapidly to your blockchain application developments. Okay? And think about value creation, where blockchain does make sense, and try to also replicate existing use cases that create value for your company. So that was the point of my presentation, was to show you clear paths, clear steps to get to enterprise-grade blockchain application that can create value for your company. If you want to explore this a bit more, well, we are here. We are present at booth 106. And that's it for today. And sorry for the slide issue, but I try to do my best. So thank you very much.